Okay, so this is another work in progress. Formatting this ebook, which is a guided journal, actually took longer than creating it. The text part, at least, was pretty simple. I started with the Magic Bookifier Magic Writing Coach, where it guides you through it, like I have a guided journal, and then I went over to ChatGPT and I told ChatGPT to help me write a description. And I was using the ChatGPT that always outputs in Reaching My Dreams brand voice. So I pasted what ChatGPT told me to over here under title and description, and it walked me through, and then it gave me this awesome little it gave me the awesome output, but it gave me the output in a text format. So I pasted the TXT document into a Microsoft Word, and then I decided that I didn't like it. So I went into the edit here, and I had, because this was like in the labyrinth of existence where shadows dance with light. This was like kind of woo, but it wasn't really Reaching My Dreams brand voice. So I went through a few iterations on all 11 chapters. Um, and finally, the third version was a little bit too literal, so I had to take the brand voice down. I have a standard definition of my brand voice, which I have saved in OneNote, and so I had to remove some of the emphasis on magical and literary, and so that was kind of a quirk with prompting for Magic Bookifier because it went from being pretty dry and pretty generic to like really over the top. Wow, in this odyssey towards self-discovery, we cultivate not only awareness but also self-compassion. Well, that's not that bad, but you can see it's very wordy and kind of hard to read, at least for me. And so the fourth try, I actually nailed the brand voice prompt, and then I copied and pasted my brand voice prompt, which was "You will always write in the brand voice of Reaching My Dreams," which is colon. And with my refined prompt, I pasted that into the rewrite for all 11 chapters. And then I got something I was pretty happy with, and it didn't have the exercises, so this is where I involved ChatGPT. I uploaded the this output unedited into ChatGPT, and I told ChatGPT to help me expand on the reflections, activities, and journaling prompts in the brand voice of Reaching My Dreams, of course. So I fine-tuned it a little bit, but that was still like mostly copy and paste because I have the brand voice super dialed in on ChatGPT for Reaching My Dreams, and put the combined ChatGPT into this Word doc, which wasn't so pretty before. As I said, it took me longer to add the graphics and to do all the styling than it took to actually do the writing. And because it started out as like a TXT and notes, I made the headings so I could just like click on it and it would be usable as an ebook. And then I had to do the graphic design, which I'm not much for graphic designs. I purchased a cover template pack, and that really helped me. In Canva, you can apply your brand colors and brand fonts and all that stuff. So I just like used the layouts that came with the $20 purchase that I made, and I created covers and chapter pages for each chapter using that template, and then inserted that and formatted my Word document all pretty. And the formatting the Word document actually took more time than doing the writing and the actual content creation with AI. So for a written journal, I added this text field here, which will hopefully transfer over to a PDF. and at least it will with the digital download, and it should. So I'm pretty happy with how this looks. I forgot to make a back cover, so I just don't like graphic design that much, but I'm going to make a back cover. Now I just have to export this, and I think I'm going to put it in Lulu so that it will, so I can integrate it with my shop, reachingmydreams.com, a little bit better. I have like so much stuff open. I recommend all of these sites too, especially Taja. But yeah, this is going to be for sale, and I also want to make an audio version and have a printable PDF and a fillable PDF and a Google Doc and offer in multiple ways. But I feel pretty good that now I have a good template for these ebooks, and now I know the process, and I have some templates figured out, and like figuring out how to have zero spacing and how to have a title page. I did not know that before yesterday. So yeah, so this is my work in progress, creating a guided self-improvement journal, guided journal, Pathways to Self-Discovery. And I mean, I think it's just freaking awesome that if you dial in your brand voice into AI, whatever platform you're using, whether it's plain old ChatGPT or something a little bit more specialized like Magic Bookifier, that it just takes away the headache from doing all of that writing whenever you can articulate your idea. Because I mean, I knew that I wanted to create a guided journal about self-improvement and about becoming your best self. But the writing coach asked me about 10 questions. But to get that output, I went into my therapy bot on ChatGPT for tell me about a time whenever you were challenged and talked to a friend and felt better after talking to a friend. And so I went into my mental health diary ChatGPT bot, and I told it to answer these questions as if you are me, and it did, and it pulled out specific examples from like the past 8 months. So that's how I do that. And then, then an interview with me, well, ChatGPT does that, so I don't have to think or remember whenever I'm screaming at my birds. So anyways, this is my, that is the gist of this work in progress. It's the product itself is done except for the back cover, and now I just have to get a product description, get an ISBN and all that stuff, and go through the publishing platforms to figure all that out. So this part up to here, including figuring out how to make Microsoft Word a little bit prettier and the fillable fields. This took me about probably 10 or 12 hours so far. So about 3 days, 3 days of spare time. I started Friday night, and it is Sunday night now. So it's taken about 12, maybe 14 hours. And again, deciding on the graphics and figuring out the graphic design part took me longer than actually writing this book. And so anyways, yay, let me know if you have any questions. Bye.